to Summer Sparkling Good Time. So today's video is our Little Safe or Not Safe game. Now, typically we go over the new releases that just dropped at J Gym Shop, normally on Thursday, and then go over what's releasing at Diamond Art Club on Saturday. From what I'm seeing, there were no drops at JD Gym Shop on Thursday. So, but considering we found out she's expecting, we're just going to give her all the grace in the world and wish her all the well. Everything goes smoothly and wonderful for that pregnancy. Okay. Moving on to the Diamond Art Club and the Safe Not Safe game. Right. All right. Here we go. The first preview for Diamond Art. Oh, if you're wondering what this is. So, once upon a time, April realized that I was crap about going and looking at new releases. And April finding out what people think about new releases is like her favorite thing in the world. So she had started this thing where she would send me the pictures of the new releases as they came up. And somehow or another, I started saying safe, not safe, meaning is my money leaving or my money staying with me? So if I was safe, that means they ain't getting my money. But if I said not safe, that meant, oh my Lord, they're taking my money. Well, then it rolled over to the Chaos Crew, our group text. And then when someone had asked me to go ahead and do a new release roundup, I asked April and the Chaos Crew if I could just use our little format instead because I didn't want to do the same video that other people were doing. They agreed. We started this, then we opened it up, and now we have polls that go up in the Facebook group where you can say if you are safe or not safe for each of the previews that come out through the week. All right, that's how it goes. If you're looking on how to join the Facebook group, there's always a link in the video description below. Please remember to check the box that says you agree to the rules. Okay. Also, sorry this video is late. When I got home from work today, I ate me some dinner, and the next thing I know, I was waking up. I apparently needed a nap. So, sorry for it being late. Okay. So, preview number 1 is Hello Beautiful by Marilyn Casanova, illustration, available in a 17 by 17 inch or a 42.40, no, 42.8 by 42.8 centimeter. Square drills with 45 colors, including 2 ABs and 2 fairy dust colors. There were 103 votes. Of the 103 votes, 3 people marked themselves not safe. That would be Lisa H., Salma, and Amy H. 9 said wishlist or unsure, and 91 said safe. We do have some comments. Let's see what we got. Jenny Max says, how sweet. Colleen says, hey, look, a cat. Wendy, let's go with Wendy Max, says, cute. Karen T says, oh, wow, a cat. That's a shocker. And Kate C says, at least it doesn't have a witch's hat. Amy B says, too cutesy for me. Eileen P says, I'm not sure on this one, but I am getting tired of seeing cats. Girl, we all know. Jade says, adorable, but I am on a no buy right now. And Margaret says, adorable. Who can resist the kitty toe beans? I can. I can resist kitty toe beans. I am not a kitty person. But for all you kitty people out there, it's a good week for you. Robin said, it's a cat. Keep it coming, Dak. And Dara says, in my DJ Khalid voice. And another one. And here we go with cats. I don't know the DJ Khalid's voice, but she gave me this. Oh, no. Deborah says, you know what I'm going to say. Too much color blocking, girl. Madison says, I have enough of hers. Natalia says, I got them at home, but I'm safe. Don't like words on diamond paintings. Debbie N says, a cat. How exciting and unique for a diamond painting. Salma says, that background is going to be a color blocking dream, and that turquoise is my favorite color. Stacy H says, this looks like my niece's cat. I want to get it and do it for her, but I wish it was a partial like some of the other Marilyn Casanova paintings. Girl, for real. For real. I think this is the only one I saw a sneak peek up, and it was Diamond Paintings by Laura had it. FYI. I guess all the rest of them were delayed in shipping. I'm not sure what's going on. Might it be the whole weather issue? Who knows? So, moving on to preview number two. Preview number two is Twilight Tigers by Tammy Alba. Available in 27.6 by 36.2 inch or 69.9 by 91.8 centimeters. Square drills with 51 colors, including 1 AB and 3 fairy dust. There were 103 votes. 2 people said not safe. That would be Amy B. and Angela Marie. 9 people said they were wishlisting or unsure, and 92 said safe. To the comments. Katie says, I feel like I probably had a t-shirt with this image or something similar as a kid in the 90s. Katie. And then April popped away. Oh my gosh, me too, from Busch Gardens in Florida. Y'all. Karen T is just laughing. Wendy Max says definitely wish listing. Eileen says it's nice but not my thing. Tanya says same. Natalia says small cats, maybe. Big cats, nope. Debbie M says more cats, yay. Crystal, oh, blonde Crystal. Where is Dara? Where's Dara? Amy B says, damn you, Dad, you know tigers are my spirit animal. I must buy. And then she gave me this. Damn you, sir. She got. Then April replied to Amy saying, Robin is right there with you. And Robin says, yeah, me too. Dara says, Carol Baskins killed her husband, whacked him. Can't convince me it didn't happen. Fed him to tigers. They snack him. It's giving Tiger King cheek. I love it, but I'm safe. I cannot believe you just made me do the Carol Baskin song. We are going to have words, my friend. Audrey T says, like this, but can wait. All right. She's showing a little restraint. We don't see a lot of that over here at Summer Sparkling Good Time. We see a lot of enabling and a lot of impulse buying, but hey, we do try to be good sometimes. Okay. Moving on to preview number 3, Moon Girl by Mrs. Butter D. Available in a 22 by 31 inch or 55.6 by 78.7 centimeter. Round drills with 46 colors, including 1 AB, 1 iridescent, 1 frosted, and 2 fairy dust. I did not at first notice that this was a Mrs. Butter D. Missed me with it. There were 12 people who marked themselves not safe. DeGlow, Karen T, Angela Marie, Trudy, Tanya, Brandy F. Brandy, don't let me forget I need to send you the treasure chest link. Jackie, Ann Margaret, Shanta, Sarah B, Tiffany G, and Amy H. 11 people said wish list or unsure, and 87 said safe. There were a lot of comments. Katie's crying, and I'm not sure why. Alicia Faye says, oh no, I'm on no buy. I'll have to get it on a restock. Tanya says, Mrs. Butter D is one of my favorite artists. I'm in trouble for sure. Rachel W says, love Mrs. Butter D. This one is a maybe. Will depend on what else is releasing. DeGlow says, okay, that got me. Natalia came in with, why? What that eye? And rendering did something with her boobs that's just, okay, I should stop here. I'm going to just say, I'm safe as it can be. And there were eye comments. Natalia came in, it's the eye for me, I just can't. Or no, April said that. Blonde Crystal says, dang it, I went back and looked and hadn't noticed before. Never mind my other comment, I'm safe. Natalia says, I'm so happy to help. Shelly J says, I'm safe with the whole eyeball thing. I could probably make them match, but this is a great excuse not to buy. April came back with Shelly J, yeah, I could totally mirror the other eye, but nah, I'll let the diehard get all her kits instead. Robin said, Natalia was going to say the same thing about the creepy eye. Trudy says, well, of course I will get got because I went a little crazy last weekend. Girl. Von Crystal says, I do like this, but I'm trying to low buy, so I might wish list it, but then she changed her mind. Missy says, what happened to her other eye? Alicia Faye, actually, the more I look at the eye, it creeps me out. Changing my vote to safe. Miranda says that I made this one a hard pass. Girl, same. And Margaret, totally not safe. I'm an uber Mrs. Butter D fangirl to the max. Dude, normally me too, but this one night I was like, I don't know what's going on here, but I'm good. Amy B says, not my style. Julianne says, well, damn, fell in love immediately and then read the comments about the eye. Yeah, it's way wonky. Also, looks like the padding fell out of one side of her bra. Cleavage is there, but the breast isn't. Karen T says, so got me. Jenna W, thank goodness I'm safe. Enough to go broke with the last few releases and restocks. Girl. Dara says, what's up with the enucleated eyes lately, DAC? First the cat, now her. This reminds me too much of work, so it's a no for me. For those of you who are unaware, Dara works at a eye cancer like place. I don't know. She deals with people who have cancer of the eye. So she's very well aware of weird eye things. And oh, I knew she was going to come in, and she gave me this guy. I don't know what this guy's about. Eileen P says, safe. Jade says, that eye creeps me out. Safe. And we got a little Tina. Melissa says, ew, safe. Really? Audrey T says, not my style. Gwendolyn, geez Louise, that eye. I don't get it. Is she a robot? Cat, that eye. It's a no for me. Girl, yeah. The eye, as soon as it came through, I said, I think I said ugly words. I said, what the hell is... And I didn't even recognize it as a Mrs. Butterding. I'm a Mrs. Butterding fan, but this missed me. It's like no. Y'all know I don't do the spooky, and we're about heading into the spooky season where I'm going to be a big old sissy dog. Just be prepared. Okay. Preview number 4. Preview number 4. Ghosties by GDB, also known as Geneva Bowers. Available in a 25.6 by 35.4 inch or a 65 by 89.9 centimeter. Square drills with 71 colors, including 2 ABs and 3 fair dust. There are 71 colors, but most of those are blue, please note. But it's a Geneva, so it's an auto buy for me. And like, everyone's like, even with the ghost? I'm like, even with the ghost. Even with the ghost. There were 101 votes. 9 people said not safe. I would be number 1. Dara, Jennifer K, Karen T, Debbie A, Tanya, Shanta, Sarah B, and Katie. All the best not safe. 15 says wish list or unsure. 77 safe. There be comments. I said, it's in Geneva. Ghosts or not, come to mama. And then Rachel says, cute ghost though. I said, that's what I told April. And Shanta came in. I'm not safe. I'm not safe. Jennifer K says, yes, please. I've been waiting for this one. Kitty says, finally not safe, and it's on my must-have wish list. So no guilt. Jenny Mac, that is so freaking cute, but safe. Karen T, I love the colors in this. You love all the blues? Every blue known to man, right here. Amy B, I love the colors and the ghost, but I will wait to see what else comes out. Eileen P says safe. Julianne said safe. I love everything except for the ghost. Jade said safe. Y'all can have your ghost. I'm good. DeGlow says safe. I can do without the ghost. No, thank you. Dara says not my favorite Geneva Bowers I could come up with, but she's a must. So on the fence. And then Shanta said, come on, Dara. Come to the not safe side, and the little ghosts are so cute. And then Dara says, okay, girl, you convinced me. Besides, my OCD won't let me have an uneven collection. Girl, I'm still kicking myself over that skirt one. I'm getting it. I'm going to get it. Melissa says, she looks like she's saying, yeah, you. Could you please get these dang ghosts out of my way? Allison B says, where's Apollo? Tanya says, so freaking cute, not safe. Melissa says, I looked at this again and just noticed that she has a Pac-Man on her backpack. They are the Pac-Man ghosts. And see, that made me a whole lot better with the whole ghosties. I'm just saying. And then Natalia says, cute, but no. All right. That auto buy for me. I gotta find something to put in my cart to go with it now. Shoot. Okay, moving on to number 5. Ivy Lane by Sandra Bergeron. Available in a 34.7 by 25.6 inch or an 87.9 by 65 centimeter. Square drills with 63 colors, including 1 AB and 4 fairy dust. 103 votes. 3 people said not safe. That would be DeGlow, Ginny Mac, and April G. 21 says wishlist or unsure, and 79 said safe. DeGlow says, I love the street lamp and the colors. It's mine. Jenny Mack says, yikes, that is absolutely gorgeous. I love it so much. Karen T, very pretty. The contrast of the sky and the greenery. Wish list. Colleen, I love this. Amy B, not my jam. Safe. Blonde Crystal, I hope I don't see this as a whip and love it because I think the confetti would take me out. Girl. Robin, it is pretty, but I don't need it right now. I said, so April just reminded me I got the standard burger on Mr. Kit. I won't spoil the surprise. So I went from not safe to wish list. I really, really dig it. I dig it a lot. I dig it a whole lot. But it is, I need to finish the one I have before I deal with that one. Okay? Okay. Darcy, ooh, that's outside. Hell no. uh, and now she's throwing holy water at us. Ava said, nope. I like to see him, but not my style of painting. Jennifer K says, giving Halloween vibes, so wish list. William comes in, summer, look at all those greens calling for you to buy it. And I said, I know, Will, it's on the wish list, but I do have a mystery kit. Melissa says, beautiful, I want to live here. I'm safe, though. Natalia says, I try to avoid monotone pictures as it gets boring fast and all the confetti on the trees. No, thank you. She's very analytical with her choices. Moving on to number 6. Goddess of Norwegian Lights by Drew Coleman, available in a 27.6 by 27.6 inch or a 69.9 by 69.9 centimeter square drills with 78 colors, including 5 fairy dust. 91 votes. 4 not safe. That would be Tina C, Bisa, Samantha D, and Angela B. 7 people said wishlist or unsure, and 80 said safe. I hit the wrong button. Robin says pretty colors, but still too dark overall. Deborah agreed with her. Trudy says, I feel like I've seen this before, but I don't know. I do know I am safe. Trudy, or Dara says, Trudy, you have this goddess have been around the world, and she's the ghost version of those ducks or the cats. And Trudy said, right, like lady take a nap. And Dara said, for real. Amy B, lightning strikes once, maybe twice. Damn it, Dak, you got me again. This painting and the tiger painting are Stevie Nicks tickets. Help! Ooh. Ooh. These kids will probably be restocked. Stevie Nicks. Go to the concert. Get the Stevie Nicks concert. Get the tickets. Get the Stevie Nicks. Jade says, beautiful. I have so many dark pictures. Needs same picture in daytime. That would be awesome. The ghosts don't come out in the daytime. Ghosts in nighttime. Learn to spooky spook. Okay. Abisa says, I have to complete my collection. Audrey T says, I like it, but not really my style. Angela B says, I've been so good last 2 weeks and promised I wouldn't buy until I finished. My wish list items came in stock, but I think I've just broken my promise. Oops, longest I've done, though. And Dara told her, you tried and you should be proud. This is a judgment-free zone. For real, we don't judge. You like what you like. We like that you like it. That doesn't mean we have to like it, but we ain't going to judge you for liking it. That's why we love diamond painting and art. It's something for everybody. Just because you like it doesn't mean I'm going to like it. Just because I like it, you'd be like, girl, that is ugly. That is fine. We are open to everybody's opinions and we don't judge you for them. That'll get us all crazy. And we do not judge if you have a shopping demon or not a shopping demon. Either way is fine. But get those Stevie Nicks tickets back there to Amy. Stevie Nicks. I'm just saying. If I had to make a choice, I'd go to Stevie Nicks. Dara says, I'll be honest. I'm not immediate. Nope, I can't read. She said, I'm not impressed by the translucent ladies. I'm not trying to diamond paint all that darkness either. Then Natalia came back with, hello, darkness, my old friend. Then she said she's so safe this week. It's actually worrisome. Eileen says, beautiful, just not for me. Heather says, love it. Heather B says, love it. Wish list is time. I have self-inflicted poverty until a miracle happens. That sounds like a story. Michelle B says, I own all these, so got to get this one. Amanda H.E. says, I don't know, but the pink cape thingy is throwing me off. Is she a Viking? Do Vikings wear pink things? No, I'm good. She said, just kidding. It's her dress that's pink. Okay. Number 7. Crystal Haven by Steve Sundrum. Available in a 40.2 by 27.6 inch or a 101.8 by 69.9 centimeters. Square drills with 65 colors, including 3 ABs, 1 iridescent, and 4 fairy dust. There were 81 votes. Of the 81 votes, only person who said not safe is Tanya. 8 people says wish list or unsure. 72 are safe. Not a lot of comments. Robin says pretty. Wendy Max says very pretty, but it's a maybe for me. Wish listing. Kat says that is gorgeous, but I need small kids. Girl, me and you both. My big kids are taking over the world. I got to get some smaller ones. I need hospital size. Natalia said, "What did those dolphins smoke?" Asking for a friend. Dara said, "Oh no, honey, you already know why. It's the ocean. I think the ocean's like even worse than nature." All right, moving on to the final one, number 8. Mother Earth by Katrina Krian, the font diva, available in a 41.3 by 27.6 inch or 104.8 by 69.9 centimeters. Square drills with 93 colors, including 3 ABs and 3 fairy dust. There were 69 votes. One person said not safe. That would be Peggy O. Peggy O said not safe. 13 people are wish listing or unsure, and 55 are safe. For not that many votes, there was a lot of comments. The glow says she's a biggin. I need to think about it first. Gabby says I like everything but her face. Glow says something about her eyes has me thinking about it. Peggy O says I agree with her face. I think it would have been a bit softer. Colleen says pretty, but I'm safe. Robin C says I like the peacock. DeGlow agreed with her. Amanda A.G. says, "Oh man, this is right up my alley. Confetti heaven, and I love the florals." Crap. She is so big, though. Tina C. says, "Thou shalt not buy any more blue whales." I say that, and I'll still go buy them. I'm not supposed to, but I'll buy them. Dara said, "Ooh, a big body Ben's pretty, but I have too many big, pretty kids to work on. Plus, she's the queen of outside, so meh." Deborah says, "Wow, if I wasn't on a no buy, I'd consider it." And Natalia said, "It's so A that even AI doesn't want to buy it." Oh. And Margaret, "All that confetti gives me anxiety just looking at it." So then Gabby put up the poll of who thought what was going to sell out. And maybe I hit the button. So everyone thinks Goddess of Norwegian Lights, that had the most votes. I can't even tell from that. Goddess of Norwegian Lights is who got the most votes of what people thought were going to sell out. Followed by Moon Girl, then Ghosties, then Mother Earth. So that was the consensus there. So how do I get out of here? So that is our safe or not safe this week. And it is like literally 1 a.m. because I took a nap after work. So this is going up in the wee hours of Saturday, August 2nd, August 2nd, when these kits are going to be available a little later today. So I hope y'all have a great time. I hope y'all get what you want when you go do your shopping. And if y'all would be so kind as to boop my snoot, I'd greatly appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, boop and snoot just means hit the like button. Quick, free, easy way, free to support channel. I think you're awesome when you do so. Also, feel free to share this video with anyone you think might gain enjoyment from it or want to play along with our safe or not safe game. Leave me a comment. Let me know. Were you safe? Did you get got? Did you got? I got got. I got to get the Geneva. I'm so used to saying I got because it's an Ivy, but no, now they got Geneva and now Ayasu. And now I have 3 must. Ivy, Dolomore, Yasu, Art Studios, and Geneva Bowers, or GDB. They're just like auto buys now. So that's what I have for today. If you haven't done so already, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. Also, quick, easy, and free. We'd love to have you. And until next time, I love y'all. Bye-bye.